Welcome to Strong Roots Health. Here we share tips, knowledge, and inspiration to keep your mind and body strong from the roots up. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video so more people can join our healthy journey. Let's grow stronger together. Hormonal shifts during perimenopause and menopause have a profound influence on a woman's sexual health, particularly libido, arousal, and vaginal well-being, as the body undergoes significant changes in estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone levels. Perimenopause, the transitional phase leading up to menopause, is marked by fluctuating hormone production that can cause irregular menstrual cycles and unpredictable symptoms. As estrogen levels begin to decline, women may notice a decrease in sexual desire or libido, often accompanied by mood swings, fatigue, or disrupted sleep that further dampen sexual interest. Lower estrogen also affects the body's ability to maintain healthy blood flow to the genital tissues, which is crucial for arousal and lubrication. This often results in vaginal dryness, making intercourse uncomfortable or even painful, and can create a cycle where discomfort reduces desire, and reduced desire leads to less sexual activity. In addition, declining testosterone, though often overlooked, plays an important role in female sexual motivation and can contribute to lower arousal and reduced intensity of orgasm. By the time a woman reaches menopause, defined as 12 consecutive months without a menstrual period, estrogen levels have dropped significantly, and the cumulative effects on vaginal health become more pronounced. Vaginal tissues may thin, a condition called vaginal atrophy, and natural lubrication is diminished, making the vagina more susceptible to irritation, tearing, and recurrent infections. These physical changes, combined with psychological factors such as anxiety about aging, body image concerns, or relationship stress, can create additional challenges for sexual satisfaction. However, not all women experience these shifts in the same way. Some report little to no decline in sexual interest, while others may even feel liberated from the fear of pregnancy and enjoy intimacy more fully. Lifestyle factors, such as exercise, diet, stress management, and communication with a partner, also play a pivotal role in how these hormonal changes are experienced. Medical interventions can help as well. Hormone replacement therapy, HRT, may alleviate some of the vaginal symptoms by restoring estrogen levels, while localized vaginal estrogen creams or lubricants can specifically address dryness and discomfort. Non-hormonal treatments, including vaginal moisturizers and pelvic floor exercises, are also effective in improving blood flow and maintaining tissue elasticity. Furthermore, open conversations with healthcare providers about sexual concerns are essential, as many women may feel embarrassed or hesitant to bring up these issues, despite their commonality. Understanding that shifts in libido, arousal, and vaginal health are a natural part of the menopausal transition allows women to seek appropriate solutions and normalize the experience rather than silently endure it. Overall, the hormonal fluctuations of perimenopause and menopause reshape a woman's sexual health in complex ways, intertwining biological, emotional, and relational aspects. With awareness, medical support, and proactive self-care, many of the challenges can be managed, enabling women to maintain fulfilling sexual relationships and preserve vaginal health well into midlife and beyond. Vaginal dryness, thinning tissues, and hot flashes are common concerns that many women experience, particularly during and after menopause, and these changes can significantly affect comfort and intimacy during sex. As estrogen levels naturally decline with age, the tissues of the vagina and vulva gradually lose elasticity and thickness, leading to a condition often referred to as vaginal atrophy or genitourinary syndrome of menopause. This thinning of tissues reduces natural lubrication, which can cause dryness, irritation, and discomfort, not only in daily activities but especially during sexual intercourse. When vaginal walls are less supple, friction can result in burning, itching, or even small tears, making intimacy physically painful and emotionally stressful. Vaginal dryness also reduces arousal and the natural sensation of pleasure, creating a cycle where discomfort leads to less sexual activity, and reduced sexual activity may further decrease blood flow and elasticity in the tissues. Alongside these local changes, hot flashes, sudden surges of warmth, flushing, and sweating caused by hormonal fluctuations can disrupt sexual experiences by interrupting relaxation, causing embarrassment, or lowering desire. The combination of these symptoms often leads to reduced sexual confidence and may strain intimate relationships, as one or both partners may struggle with communication about the discomfort. Fortunately, several strategies exist to improve comfort and maintain sexual wellness. Regular use of water-based or silicone-based lubricants can help reduce friction during intercourse, while vaginal moisturizers used consistently can restore some hydration to tissues over time. For women with more severe symptoms, topical estrogen therapies, low-dose hormonal treatments, or newer non-hormonal options like vaginal DHEA and laser therapies may be recommended by healthcare providers. Lifestyle modifications such as staying physically active, managing stress, practicing pelvic floor exercises, and avoiding irritants like harsh soaps or perfumed products also play a role in improving vaginal health. Open communication with a partner is equally important, since discussing concerns about pain or discomfort can foster understanding and reduce the pressure often associated with sexual intimacy. Additionally, finding alternative ways to express closeness, such as extended foreplay, sensual touch, or focusing on emotional bonding, can help couples maintain intimacy while addressing physical challenges. It is also valuable for women to remember that these changes are a normal part of aging, and not a reflection of personal failure or loss of femininity. Seeking professional guidance from a gynecologist or sexual health specialist can empower women with knowledge, treatment options, and reassurance that comfort and pleasure are still achievable. In short while, vaginal dryness, thinning tissues, and hot flashes can present real obstacles to sexual comfort. Proactive care, effective treatments, and supportive communication can help women maintain fulfilling sexual relationships and overall quality of life through midlife and beyond. As people mature in life, both emotionally and physically, their intimate experiences often begin to change in meaningful ways. One of the most significant shifts is the pace of arousal. Unlike the rapid and sometimes impulsive reactions associated with younger years, arousal in later stages of life tends to be slower and more gradual. This slower pace is not a limitation, but rather a reflection of deeper connection, heightened awareness, and greater appreciation for closeness. The body may take longer to respond due to natural changes in hormones, circulation, or sensitivity. Yet this slower arousal allows partners to invest more time in emotional bonding, communication, and the subtleties of affection. Instead of rushing toward a physical outcome, couples often learn to savor the journey, enjoying the tender touches, the shared laughter, the eye contact, and the comfort of trust that builds throughout the process. This gradual unfolding of intimacy fosters a sense of presence, where each moment carries significance and weight, making the experience feel more complete. Many partners describe this as a shift from performance-driven encounters to connection-driven ones, where the goal is not simply physical release but emotional fulfillment. In this way, slower arousal becomes a gateway to deeper satisfaction, as both partners feel truly seen, valued, and emotionally safe. It nurtures patience, attentiveness, and the art of listening to one another's needs, which often strengthens the overall relationship. The slower rhythm also encourages exploration, allowing partners to experiment with different forms of touch, new ways of expressing desire, and more open conversations about preferences. This creates a richer and more personalized intimate life. Moreover, slower arousal can intensify anticipation, turning intimacy into a meaningful ritual rather than a fleeting moment. The satisfaction that comes with this is not just physical. It extends to emotional closeness, mental relaxation, and even spiritual connection. Partners may walk away from these encounters with a greater sense of bonding, trust, and renewal in their relationship. In essence, what may seem at first like a slowing of desire is actually a deepening of the experience, where quality replaces speed and the richness of intimacy is appreciated more fully. This transformation highlights that intimacy is not bound by age or physical quickness, but rather by the willingness to engage wholeheartedly, patiently, and lovingly with one another. Confidence in body image is something that naturally shifts throughout a woman's life, influenced by age. cultural expectations, social pressures, and personal experiences. Yet what often emerges over time is a deeper sense of self-assurance in one's identity that goes beyond physical appearance. Many women, especially in their younger years, struggle with the societal standards of beauty that emphasize thinness, flawless skin, or certain body proportions, leading to insecurities and self-doubt. These external ideals can create a disconnect between how women feel about themselves and how they believe they should look. However, as women grow older and gain life experience, they often learn to redefine beauty in their own terms, valuing qualities such as strength, resilience, and authenticity over superficial perfection. This transition does not mean that concerns about body image vanish entirely, but rather that confidence becomes less dependent on conforming to rigid expectations and more grounded in a broader sense of self-worth. For many women, motherhood, professional accomplishments, personal relationships, or simply the wisdom that comes with age contribute to a more balanced and accepting perspective of their bodies. Instead of focusing on what they lack, they begin to appreciate what their bodies allow them to do, whether it is nurturing a child, excelling in a career, traveling, or pursuing a passion. Furthermore, the growing cultural conversations around body positivity and inclusivity have encouraged women of all sizes, shapes, and backgrounds to embrace their individuality, which reinforces the idea that identity is multifaceted and not limited to physical appearance. Social media, though often criticized for promoting unrealistic standards, has also given rise to communities that celebrate diversity and challenge traditional beauty norms, offering women a space to feel seen and validated. This evolving landscape allows many women to separate their sense of identity from the constant comparison trap, and instead develop confidence through self-expression, achievements, and inner growth. Of course, this journey is not uniform, and challenges remain. Body image issues can resurface at different stages of life, such as after pregnancy, during menopause, or in response to health changes. Yet, even in these moments of vulnerability, many women draw strength from their established sense of identity, reminding themselves that their value is not determined solely by appearance. Ultimately, confidence in body image may fluctuate, but the foundation of self-assurance that comes from embracing one's true identity often becomes stronger with time. This deeper confidence reflects a shift from external validation to internal acceptance, where women recognize that they are more than their bodies. They are individuals with unique stories, talents, and strengths. In this way, while beauty standards may continue to evolve and body image concerns may come and go, the self-assuredness that many women feel in their identity becomes a steady anchor, allowing them to navigate life with greater resilience, authenticity, and pride in who they are. As people grow and relationships mature, intimacy evolves into something far deeper than just physical attraction or fleeting passion. It becomes an expression of connection, trust, and emotional closeness. In the early stages of a relationship, intimacy often focuses on excitement, novelty, and physical desire. But over time, true intimacy transcends those initial sparks. It is built on the foundation of being truly known and accepted by another person, where both partners feel safe to share their vulnerabilities without fear of judgment or rejection. This kind of intimacy requires open communication, patience, and a willingness to nurture the bond even when life presents challenges. And rely on each other in moments of both joy and struggle. Emotional closeness develops when partners consistently show up for one another, listen with empathy, and create a space where both feel valued and respected. Unlike the intensity of physical attraction, which may ebb and flow, emotional intimacy grows stronger with shared experiences, mutual understanding, and the comfort of knowing someone is truly invested in your well-being. This deeper form of closeness fosters resilience in relationships, enabling couples to weather difficulties and celebrate successes together. Intimacy, therefore, is not measured only by physical touch but by the warmth of connection found in holding hands during silence, offering encouragement during setbacks, and cherishing the ordinary moments of life. It is a reminder that love is not just about passion but about partnership, about choosing one another every day with kindness and sincerity. In this way, intimacy becomes the glue that strengthens long-term relationships, transforming them from surface-level interactions into meaningful bonds rooted in emotional depth and enduring trust. Stress, fatigue, and life responsibilities can significantly lower desire if they are not managed properly, and this is something that affects people across all stages of life. When daily pressures such as work deadlines, family obligations, financial concerns, or social expectations pile up, the body and mind often shift into survival mode, where energy is conserved for essential tasks and not directed toward maintaining emotional connection or sexual desire. Stress, for example, triggers the release of cortisol and adrenaline, hormones that prepare the body to respond to challenges. But when these remain elevated for long periods, they disrupt the natural balance of other hormones like testosterone, estrogen, and dopamine, which are closely tied to feelings of intimacy, motivation, and pleasure. Fatigue adds another layer of difficulty, because when the body is physically or mentally exhausted, it prioritizes rest over connection, leaving little energy for intimacy or even basic enjoyment of life. In addition, juggling responsibilities such as caring for children, meeting professional demands, or managing household duties often leaves individuals with little personal time, which can erode their ability to focus on self-care, relaxation, and relationships. Over time, this constant cycle of stress, tiredness, and obligations creates emotional distance, resentment, or feelings of inadequacy, which further lower desire. However, the impact of these factors is not irreversible. With proper management, people can restore balance and rekindle their drive. Techniques such as mindfulness, meditation, or deep breathing exercises can reduce stress levels and calm the nervous system, helping the body return to a state where pleasure and connection feel natural again. Prioritizing quality sleep and rest is equally important, as consistent recovery boosts energy, stabilizes mood, and enhances hormonal regulation, all of which are essential for healthy desire. Time management strategies, such as delegating tasks, setting boundaries, and scheduling downtime, can also reduce the overwhelming sense of responsibility that often leaves people depleted. Moreover, open communication with partners about stress, needs, and boundaries creates mutual understanding, reducing tension and building intimacy, even when external pressures remain high. Physical activity, whether through regular exercise, yoga, or even walking, is another effective tool, as it not only lowers stress but also increases circulation and endorphins, contributing to higher energy and better overall well-being. Nutrition plays a role too, since a balanced diet supports hormonal function and sustained energy levels. Ultimately, desire is closely linked to the state of both body and mind, and when stress, fatigue, and responsibilities go unchecked, they suppress the natural drive for connection and pleasure. By taking small but consistent steps towards stress reduction, rest, balance, and open communication, individuals can reclaim a healthier lifestyle that allows desire to flourish again, even amidst the demands of modern life. Open conversations with partners about needs, comfort, and desires are the foundation of healthy intimacy, and learning to practice this kind of communication can transform relationships from routine to deeply connected. Too often, people assume that their partner should just know what they want or what feels good. But intimacy thrives when both individuals express themselves honestly and listen with care. Talking openly about needs allows each partner to feel seen and valued, because their preferences and feelings are acknowledged rather than hidden or dismissed. Comfort is equally important, as discussing boundaries and limits helps build trust and reduces the fear of misunderstanding or unwanted experiences. When partners express what makes them feel safe and respected, intimacy becomes a space of mutual confidence rather than hesitation. Desires, whether physical, emotional, or relational, also deserve open discussion.